Hey guys, Labyrinth Gaming 1 here, and this is another sort of video, but this is a new series I'm starting up, if you guys couldn't tell. But in this series, bug here, but in this series I'm just going to be showing you guys the different aspects of this. This series is called How to Be a Better Noob. I will be covering tips, tricks, advice, how to be better. I have had over I think 1,500 hours on Battlefield 3 and just hit my 150th hour on Battlefield 4, and I know my way around this game. I played on every single console, have it on every single console, and today we're just checking out on PC. But I'll just give you some basic tips for the new players, and I'll give you advanced tips for the advanced players, and I will just show you how to be better at this game. And for first, the first episode I'm basically covering know your classes. It's sort of like a tip, but I'll show you all the classes. But you have to know your classes to be able to play this game. You have to. So, my advice to you is just go here. I'm gonna be, usually I'll be having good gameplay behind this, but today I'm just on the test range just to show you the different classes and what their functions are. So, right now we have the medic class. This class is the most common class you will see out there, especially in game modes such as Domination, Team Deathmatch, and even on many Conquest large maps. So, the job for the medic, you're supposed to be pretty aggressive, truthfully, and you have to be a team player. The medic, hint hint, you're supposed to get these med kits on the ground, and you're supposed to basically heal your allies. At the beginning, when you're level 1, you'll come out with a first aid kit, which is pretty much just single-handedly for you. But when you unlock the med kit, it is vital that you keep them down in pretty much every situation, just to make sure your team has the health to go in on a push. Before a push, place it down in a group so you guys can all be healed up and ready to go. Also, you have now options in Battlefield 4 to be like aggressive, really aggressive, and you can have carbines, or you can be kind of slightly defensive. And carbines are a universal class now, so yeah. But truthfully, with the medic class, I prefer to just stick with my classic assault rifle. Right now I'm using the L85A2, I think, and I just got like, I think 500 kills with this weapon, and I'm really loving this weapon. So, also, you should always stay off the minimap, but I love suppressors. Suppressors are extremely useful in the game, so yeah, just a hint there. But also, you have the choice between defibs or grenade launcher, and I truthfully am running with a grenade launcher now because I was playing Domination earlier, and that's what I'm very good at. But I think you should run around with defibs more or less, mainly because you want to have that ability to revive it. And also, you have to hold down your defibs as long as you can, and then revive a player, so that he doesn't come up with half health. Or if you do it like really quickly, drop down a med kit next to him to help him gain up more health. So that's pretty much just summing up the medic class. Grenade launcher, you have different variants of it with smoke, shot, buckshot. I don't know why you really want that, but you can. Also, the M26 mask is like a shotgun sort of thing. Secondary, if you really wanted to. Otherwise, I would just prefer using the Shorty G, which is a pistol, and pistols are also very vital. So let's just redeploy. Yes, we are suicided. But now we're gonna go into the engineer class. So its basic weapon is the PDW, is its primary weapon, its exclusive weapon, and the PDWs in this game, I would say, are slightly underpowered, but also can be powered. I know I just pretty much just completely denied myself right there, but it is pretty true though. These PDWs can be very good, and you should know your classes. Mainly for another reason I just thought of, is because you need to know what situation to go in, and I'll tell you each situation at the end of the video for each of these things to go in. So the PDW, this class is mainly for repairing and taking out vehicles. You have a bunch of rocket launcher choices. I'm not going to go over every single one. You can read the description. It's pretty simple. And you also have the choice between repairing other people's vehicles or your own, or blowing them up double time. So you can go a repair tool and M15 at mine, which is basically like a giant mine, or EOD bot, which is like a little bot that you can throw around. So I'll go around and I'll just bring out these two. The rocket launchers are pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, and the field upgrades. Each character has a different field upgrade. You use whatever you want. I personally like defensive, mainly because you have that extra armor, and that is vital to you. So let's just jump in real quick, and I'll show you around. So first, you have the EOD bot. EOD bot is probably the one that is, I wouldn't say confusing, but it's the one that's probably the most difficult to understand. So this you actually have a repair torch attached. So I'm pretty sure you can repair your own friendly vehicles or your own with this. I just prefer using a repair torch for your own. Or you can go up to enemy doings and just pretty much just burn it. And it does this fairly quickly. And this is also a very good spy bot. If you're like trying to be a stealthy player and you want to spot enemies, and to like maybe you're about to rush into a building with the team, you can tell them, oh yeah, yo, we're going in. We're about to go into the building, let me just check it out with the EOD bot. You can just run in and up the stairs and check out. They usually shoot you, but if you get lucky, you can actually get up. Or you can get stuck in the sand like me. Next is the repair torch. Repair torch. Pretty self-explanatory. You can destroy vehicles with it just like the EOD bot, or you can even kill enemies with the EOD bot or the repair torch, or you can repair friendly vehicles. Pretty self-explanatory. I would suggest using this mostly on very high, like Goldmund Railway, some of the China Rising maps. You can use Engineer, mainly because you can repair vehicles and destroy them. And the PDWs, I would say stay away from them. I would say just trust yourself. Just use the PDWs until you get carbines unlocked, and just use carbines with the Engineer because I think they're the most effective. Support. Support class is basically the class that's the big hitter. LMGs. A couple more LMGs. There's just LMGs 4 days, a bunch of LMGs in this game that are really good. And I love the MG4 truthfully, but you can choose your own. I prefer running with the LMGs for this class. And the gadgets, you have C4, which the Recon now does have. The MP APS, which is pretty much like it's basically like an anti-projectile system. So basically when it turns green, I'll show it to you real quick. But, I'll explain it then. It's basically when it turns green around you, no explosives can hit you. You have Mortar, which is pretty self-explanatory. It is remote control-ish. You don't have to be right next to it. Claymore is self-explanatory. Ammo pack is basically the first one and deploys ammo, but I suggest using ammo boxes because they will give your whole team ammo, pretty much. And then the Airburst. I'll show you these two real quick, and the field upgrades, I like defensive as usual, but, you know, it's personal preference. So the XM25 is an air burst, and pretty much you can lock onto a certain distance, and it will actually blow up before hitting the target. It can just, like, annihilate people. And it's fairly hard to use, but as soon as you learn it, it will be extremely helpful. Bam, 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 bam. It'll actually blow up in midair, which is freaking awesome. So next is the APS, like I told you about. So you place it down, let's say in the corridor, where explosives keep on coming through. When this thing turns green, any explosive that hits you, I'll throw one at myself. I think this works. See, it doesn't make you take any damage inside this green circle. See? Okay, never mind. I can destroy that. But whenever you're in the green circle and someone throws like a projectile at you, you will not die. You will not even take any damage. So I prefer using the support class whenever it can be used. Most of these classes are pretty universal, except the Recon. The Recon has a specific purpose. First of all, obviously Recon sniper rifles. So this is my favorite sniper rifle in the game, the M40. But you can use these. Now they have the choice of you can be aggressive Recon, and that is pretty much you can go with a carbine. Run in, and you can just be like a complete terror to the enemy team. And you know what will help with that? I'll show you an aggressive recon. So going in with the ACWR, got your radio beacon, you have your gadget 2, you can have Tugs, I think is a very good one. Or you can, I think Tugs is the best, or C4 if you really want to. But, let's say you're running in, ACWR, pick off a few guys, and this is what I suggest you do if you're an aggressive recon. Let's say you're inside the enemy base, you're getting flanked from all sides, but your entire team isn't actually there yet. So I suggest coming down, first of all, placing down a radio beacon behind some cover so your squad can spawn on you. And also placing down a Tugs in like a corner area behind a wall, and the Tugs basically spots the enemies around you. So that is extremely useful for taking out enemies, because then your team will be able to see who the shit they're shooting. Also, now let's redeploy again. And I'll show you the more passive recon. You use a sniper rifle, and you can use any combination. I don't suggest using the DMRs because they're kind of busted, because they suck. And you can be going in with let's say SUAV and a radio beacon. Or you can use a MAV. I'll do a MAV instead of a SUV because that's more recon. So let's say I'll run up on top of a hill. Let's say let's say this is a hill right here. Right here, this is the hill. The enemies are 118 meters out, right there. They're behind cover, and your team doesn't know they're there, and they have pretty high-end assault rifles. So just run up here, get that MAV up, go up, and you just spot enemies. This is actually helping your team more than you running in and trying to kill those guys with the sniper rifle in medium range and you dying. This is much more helpful because your team will be able to see them, and since you're a passive recon, you're not the guy who's going after the kills. You're the guy who's trying to support the team. Recon, reconnaissance. You're supposed to convey reconnaissance. Pretty much just scout out the area before your team goes in. And enemy force you see, you can either take them out or you can spot them for your team. So I think this recon is very versatile, and this is probably the most versatile class out there because you can have two completely different strategies that you can use. So this might have been a longer episode, but most of the episodes will be around 10 minutes long. This might have been, I don't know, 10, 11 minutes long, but I think that you guys have to know your class. This is the most important step in Battlefield 3 or any battle, any game pretty much. You have to know what the shit you're doing. You have to know what classes you're playing. Otherwise, what's the point? You're just going to be running around with a sniper rifle trying to go close range. Oh. Yeah, but you have to know your classes. Otherwise, you just need to know your classes. I don't know any better way of saying it. You just have to, because the classes are there for a reason, and they have set purposes to them, and you shouldn't be running in as a recon trying to be one of those berserkers with the support. So yeah, guys, I think you should be wise about this, and you can test out different things. This test range is free. Go into play, and the test range right there. Just open it up. Just test out your weapons. Test out the recoil on your weapons. Test out the recoil effects, and you can go down and aim. You can just learn so many things at this test range, and this is probably helping the most. And I really like the dice mechanics. Next episode, I'll be covering some different topics, maybe a little bit more advanced. This is the most basic thing about Battlefield, but next, I'm going to be doing some basic tips and some advanced tips, and they might be like meshed around. So yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and comment if you are a noob or if you're an advanced player, and tell me what do you like to see that you might be having trouble with, and I will happily do a video on it if you are having trouble with it, and I know a lot about it. So yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Lab here, one sign off. Bye.